Big party when you're still young. Who's gonna be there in the end? Something about that. I don't know for the line. Who's gonna be there?
Why are you singing in Kunal Kamra voice, Ra?
Is this Kunal? Last big party when you're still young.
हमारे देश के नेता. Like it's.
I don't think so. Now any voice I do sounds like Kunal Kamra.
हमारे देश के नेता.
I'm just too obsessed with his voice. That's the problem.
I think it's also the generic voice Indians use for mimicry.
Yeah, I know.
In general.
I want to mimic that voice of Bilber, dude, of the ladies.
Oh
my
excuse
God.
me, is it okay?
No,
Is
no.
it clean in here?
Is that pesto?
Pesto.
Oh, that voice
Yeah.
so annoying. Is that pesto? Is that it? No, it's not pesto. It's asparagus.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a pesto. And at that moment, you just want to like flip the table up and like, ah!
He's so funny.
It's one of my favorite bits, dude. Sam Morrill was telling us, we were listening to We Might Be Drunk, how Sam Morrill opened for him in college once. Bilber.
In the when he was still a college guy.
College guy.
Yeah.
So apparently they were like he used to do open mics and they asked him, who do you recommend? And they said a bunch of names and Bilber was there in that. I was like, bro, fuck everyone, just get Bilber.
Yeah.
Get Bilber. And he was like, and Bilber doesn't even remember.
Yeah, of course not.
Of course he wouldn't remember. Like, dude, imagine New York, the kind of shows you're doing every day. You wouldn't
You
remember.
go to some random college.
Yeah, as a college gig, you're like, hey man, just do 10 minutes, call me on, I'll see. Yeah, Lucy, come. You wanna come sit here? What a diva. Get that post, man. Listen, they do that. Even Money does that. Like whenever he wants to go for a walk, and he'll be barking, like walk, and then when I go down and I pick up the chain, I pick up the rope, immediately the stretch he'll do one stretch.
Oh.
Like ready. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna pee on every tire. I don't think so you have to stretch for that. Such a marking territory asshole he is.
Yeah.
Oh dude, but he's so funny because he's scared as fuck.
Okay.
So I think I told you the story, right? He was attacked
Street
he was attacked as a puppy. So he's very afraid. So he's so afraid. There was this one time he was playing with us, okay? I had a board in my hand, like this big board. And I'm playing with him and playing with my dad, and by mistake it just slipped out of my hand and it fell down. It fell down, we looked up, he's up there.
What board is this?
It's normal, like a cardboard.
A cardboard, okay.
This is how big the board is, okay? Like 3 feet by 2 feet board, that's it. And it's very slim, doesn't make that, but it just fell from my hand. Walker was on there, he's just like, is everything okay?
Oh my god, really? I was thinking more like a slate which breaks and makes a big noise.
No, it was just a cardboard. Like, that's it. It was not even a heavy. It's just like a thing that fell, and he was like, whoa, hey.
I'm out of here.
It's very funny. I've seen like inside the gate, like the most usual reels, like inside the gate, like
yeah.
Open the gate.
Kind of like my personality.
Yeah, same. At home we are like alphas, bro.
Yeah, my mom used to say, "Veetla puli, velladam poona."
That if my dad was so funny, dude. He knew that I was a pussy. Once in school, I got into a fight. He asked my teacher, "Really, my son?" And I'm just like,
this guy.
Yeah.
No, my son is Anand.
Yeah, not other. Who do you confuse? And the teacher's like, "No, sir, it is your son. This is not funny." I'm not being funny. Really? This guy?
A little bit of pride snuck in.
And I'm sitting there just standing like, Dad, stop embarrassing me. Please don't do this.
Do you think in that moment your dad slightly just went, my kid is not gay? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think he did. He did. I think that he stopped when he caught me masturbating.
Oh.
And he glanced over the content that I was using to
masturbate. Like, naked chicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, oh, bah. He was like, I think he was angry and like, like a terrible
outside
actor.
Anger.
Yeah,
inside.
Like a terrible actor like a serial actors who are angry, but they have to pretend like they're happy, and they're such bad actors.
So
my dad was, I think.
Oh my god, I just pictured your dad as one of those vamps with giant tikas.
It will go good on him. He does have the face for it. He does have the face for like RSS rowdies.
Like expressive anger.
RSS rowdy face he has. He has that face which will scare people off.
Really?
He's a very nice guy, very nice guy to chill, will do comedy and all. But you have to get past the face.
Oh.
It's like him and my mom have exactly opposite face. My mom is very approachable, very harmless, My dad is that. But the
हाँ.
most funnier one in the gang is my dad.
Okay. Because people have told that about me, that like when they first saw me in college and all, they're like, who's this giant?
I think you're still like that. You don't look approachable.
You're like giant, serious guy with stoner eyes.
Yeah.
Back then I didn't even drink or smoke or anything.
But still, you had those dark circles, the big eyes. Yeah.
So they're like, oh. And then they're like, we spoke to you and you're like, hey, are you also in electrical engineering? And they're like, fuck, this guy is a pussy, dude.
Jotin got that, no? He had the same, your eyes problem.
Yeah.
He has the dull eyes.
Yeah.
So he literally got frisked by a cop because of the eyes. The cop just looked at like, hey, come here. Now I'm standing next to him. The cop didn't even touch me.
Yeah.
I'm just like a fucking, like you know those people who watch fights? In the street, I'm just looking at these guys. This guy get frisked. He's like full pocket and all. He's touching. I'm just standing there. I'm like, sir, ye na to. Sumne raho. He's not even telling me anything. And I was the one. He turned around because I was the one who had a cigarette in his hand. I was the one who threw it as soon as I saw him. Yeah. So it was like.
Oh. Wait, let me guess. Is this outside Nirula's?
No. That's Somnath.
Correct.
This is you know Indranagar Social.
Yeah.
Right
80
opposite that there is one shawarma place.
I know.
Scooty shawarma place there.
Yeah.
So we used to have that. We used to finish mics and go there, have a shawarma each and go. Oh, full meat shawarma was $100. Best thing.
Best, amazing. Yeah.
But now they fucking ruined it. The chicken is too burnt. And also once you try Altaza, you can't.
Where is Altaza?
Altaza next to Tag.
Oh, yeah.
Once you try Altaza is really good.
Yeah, it is.
This one was like the pirated Bihari version of
Bihari shawarma.
Yeah, like a Bhojpuri remake of a Dil Se song. Like you get what I'm saying?
अरे मुर्गा को कितना देर घुमाओगे? जरा काट के प्लेट में डालो भाई.
Yeah, it's more like that. It was. So it was good at the beginning, but once we tried Altaza.
अरे मुर्गे को चक्कर ना आ जाएगा.
Oh yeah, that is their comedy. Yeah, that's actually true. अरे इतना का घुमाओगे? अरे इतना
चक्कर खा के गिरवा ना जाओगे?
अरे घूमते रहो, हमारे प्लेट पे भी तो आओ. कब तक घूमते रहोगे?
अरे वो पीटा का खटिया तो बिछाओ, मुर्गे को सुलाओ तो.
We're doing Bihar or Bhojpuri?
We
have no clue, right? I don't even know who am I mimicking.
Wait, Bihari people speak in Bhojpuri or is it?
No, Bhojpuri is UP, no?
One side of
Yeah, that's UP side Bhojpuri language.
But because
Bihari speak Bihari.
Yeah, Bihari. Yeah. But it's very similar. Toka ka chahi.
Very similar. Yeah, very similar. It's just the different brand of pan. What it does to your tongue.
Suddenly we've lost potential viewers from the most populated state in India.
Yeah. So yeah, I was talking about like my father's face.
Yeah.
So what was it? Were you talking about my father thinking I was gay or something, right? What is it?
No, you were saying that the first time your dad.
Oh, I punched someone. Yeah, my father was impressed that my son is not gay. Yeah. I think that was true. I remember. I still remember the first time he caught me. I was watching FTV. And the midnight photography.
Yeah, of course.
That lingering.
Yeah.
The first joke we all tried.
Yeah, one out of every 5 models would actually give you erection.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Those were the best odds you got before internet.
Bro, my favorite that one, and then once in a while you'll somehow come across Victoria's Secret. Those, I mean, with all due respect, the only difference between those two women are these women are gifted.
Well endowed.
Yeah, well endowed. It was not loading. They were finished products. It's the most polite way I can say it. So
the figure was not buffering. It was fully made.
It was fully loaded. So I remember once in a while you see Victor, dude, I mean, imagine the 9th standard, 13-year-old, 14-year-old kid. Test the erection is like there. Erection is there. And I was like, I remember this was late night and dad and mom had passed out. So it is all lights off, right? But this is that old BPL TV. When you switch it on, it lights up the room.
Yeah. One big flash.
Patak, like it lights up the room.
It feels like that Men in Black memory eraser.
Yeah, exactly. So what I have to do is when I switch it on, I go stand in front of the TV.
Dude, I've done it.
I just stand in front of the TV and then immediately reduce all the brightness. Because it starts with max brightness, right? You have to reduce all the brightness. And then you come back, slowly switch to like FTV. You'll know the number. And then you know what's the thing of old BPL TVs?
No.
you where you switch it off. Next time it'll switch
start
on
on the same channel. Yeah.
Not like the new TVs,
Yeah,
right?
it
Though
does
you
start with
you
one.
have. So I leave it in like some bhajan TV or some news channel where my mom or dad would have left it. Yeah, I've gotten caught like that. That was on Rookie Miss, because once you're finished, once you come, you don't care. You want to sleep. Sometimes I wouldn't even switch on the TV with the remote. I'll just switch on the switch. Switch off that. I just switch off the switch.
But even if you switch it from the plug, it'll come.
Same channel. So I've gotten caught like that. My mom switched off like, what is this FTV playing? I don't know, ma. My mom is like,
hey.
She would. My mom was too shy. So she would just look at my dad, and my dad is like, oh, our son is going through changes. What can we do now? It's raging hormones.
You know, today's generation, Gen Z kids, what is the equivalent of that they must be doing? They must be putting on the smart TV, watch like Wolf of Wall Street, Margot Robbie's naked scene,
correct.
And then, because it will show resume playing from here, they will have to move it to a different
back.
point.
Oh yeah, that is the equivalent of today's generation. Correct. Yeah, correct. I thought do worst. I just remove it from my watch list.
Watch list. Remove it from resume playing.
Resume play, just remove it. If I want to watch it, I'll watch it all over again.
I do it not to hide porn. I do it because my wife and I would have decided to watch a show together. But when she's very slow. Like she'll take breaks, eat, and some thriller show. And I want to watch.
You want to sit in one? You're one sitter.
Yeah, at least 2-3 episodes I want to watch.
2-3.
So I'll watch it and then I'll move it from resume playing. And then I'll go back to the episode where
she had finished. So she can catch up
at that point. Yeah.
So she can catch up. And so the next time you sit, both of you are in the same position.
No, next time I watch it with her and make observations that only a second time you can. And then she's like, oh my God, he's such a good film critic.
This marriage is a sham.
Yeah, sham, total sham.
This is where like you're still trying to woo her after like 8 years.
Being how insecure I am, I woo everyone. Yeah. Every time you come, I'm like 2-3 jokes. Let's write 2-3 jokes.
Understandable. Totally understandable.
Last time you made fun of me because you said, let's write comedy sketches together.
Oh, that was so funny.
And Anand told us like a couple of ideas. And then he's like, all right, let's hear your ideas. Like, idea to nahi hai mere paas. Then like, then why the fuck did you call me?
I was just close to Daddy. I was like, bro, naam ke liye to ek likhta hai yaar.
Now every time you are coming, I'm like, one sketch.
One sketch you have to. Yeah, it's true. I think I don't have. I just have the old sketches that I'm still working on.
Yeah.
Like we have to shoot some few sketches. Hi, Lucy. It's damn cute. She's like, I like the fact that she's not like bothered at all.
No, she's a cat in a dog's body.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, just talk around me. I don't want to be alone.
So it's like she wants the affection. She wants to be in the same room as the other two.
That all dogs want, right?
But you go a little close to her, touch her, she's like, hey, chale.
Yeah. Got it. I love those kind of dogs.
Yeah, they're the perfect.
Because I love annoying them.
They get annoyed very quickly.
So have you ever done this? This is the worst thing I've done as a... I don't know if fucking some dog lovers are going to come and hate me on the comments. I love this. I'll just hug him, play with him and all the shit I'm doing. I'll just hold him nice, full lock I'll put. He'll be like, dude, don't. And I'll just open his ear.
I do it all the time.
And then just go, don't blow into my ear, don't blow into my ear. They get so annoyed when you blow into their ears. It's very, and the nose.
Dude, that's a rite of passage to being a dog owner. I don't think anyone will take offense.
I hope so.
I'm sure everyone does.
Dude, but you know people, man. People like, in the, as per doctors in 1969, dogs go through some trauma when you blow into their ears. Suddenly they recollect,
yeah.
I was just complimenting you that you don't disturb. Why do you have to do this?
Fuck off. Go there. Go. Sit. Down, relax.
Good.
Yeah.
Relax.
Stay. Yeah. And people bring up such stuff. I know someone who was saying that instead of... So, you know how sometimes your natural instinct is, hey, no. When your dog is doing something you don't want it to do.
Yeah.
Some Instagram reel I saw where that white lady was like, obviously white lady. She was like, do not say no multiple times. Just say no once. If your dog doesn't listen, there's always
beat the shit out of him after that.
No, that's
like an Italian gangster. I said no once.
We want this.
Just say
one. And she's like, you know what repeated no does? It traumatizes her with that word.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, dude, it's a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they think differently. Like, it's like Louis C.K.'s joke. Louis C.K. is like, magnetic resonance imaging MRI test for an elephant. Do you think that's what elephants do? That's not their culture. There's no elephant in the wild way being like, I have a lump, I need to see my oncologist. They get sick and they die.
Yeah, I know another thing. Oh, dude, elephants dying videos are so emotional, dude. Have you seen that video? The one elephant crossing the road in Tamil Nadu somewhere, and there's electric wire just hanging loose. So just like you realize how strong electricity is.
Yeah.
You see, there's such a huge animal. Just one touch, stop. Like no struggle, no retaliation. Like like whining or anything. Millisecond, just one touch and immediately collapsed and died. And I saw the video. I'm like, man, like even like elephants.
I don't know. Like, this can only happen in India because I don't know who to blame. It's a main road where electricity wires are there.
It's not the main road. It's like one of those. How do we call the dude? It's near Nilgiri's outskirt, near a village where forest and village are very nearby.
Yeah, but there's no like. There are like the animal crossing is not at one place. It's cross wherever you want.
And it's like humans have kept encroaching because of lifestyle and all that stuff. It's not their fault because they're fucking poor. The government doesn't help them, so they have to find their own ways. It's like fucking whole shit is. You cannot take a side of anyone over here.
Yeah.
It's not like the animals. These guys want to kill the animals. They've been fucked over too. But yeah, I don't want to get into that. That's fucking on sad ass topic. Yeah. So yeah, what were we talking about? We were talking about my dad. Oh yeah, how my dad found out I was joking. Fucking I forgot.
Oh yeah.
I still lost it.
Yeah.
So I was telling like BPL that switches on.
Yeah.
So I stood in front of it, like kept midnight photography or some porn thing. I don't even remember it. I watched it and I'm watching late night photography and there's like I'm getting the erection, okay. And here's the thing. Once you get erection, like and you're there, you forget the surroundings.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You're like in the moment.
Yeah.
And it's all lights off, everything. I'm just looking at the TV.
Mid jerk off, you are how you want to be on stage as a comedian.
Yeah, you're in the moment.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm like, and it's also 9th standard dick, dude. It's like fresh. It's just been unboxed, okay?
The glaze is still off there.
Every time I take out my, it's like every time
Plastic has not been removed yet.
It's like every time I take out my dick, it makes a dun 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 dun. Like when you switch
When boots up.
like a boot up, like you see that. Remember those old that thing coming. I was thinking like remember the old Windows XP when you will switch it on and Microsoft 4 colors will come from far. That's how your dick will come. Okay, so you're in the movie. That's what I'm saying. So in doing that, and then I just forgot my dad had gotten up to pee and he saw this bright light, like a fucking interstellar light coming from the hall. And he came and I stood and that too, it was not even like I was midway where I can stop.
I was crescendo.
I'm like, like the the conductor in that he's doing this. Like the conductor is like keep hitting. He's that level. So I'm like there and I'm coming.
If you had come at when the brass section was being introduced.
Yeah, then I would have been like immediately pulled up the pan and like, oh, nothing's happening. Watching, this is a school project.
This is the last 4 notes of Beethoven.
So I was reaching that, I came and then my dad came like, Anand. He said that army heavy voice, Anand. And I don't swear to God, dude, I was naked. I mean, my shorts were here.
Yeah.
My shorts had dick in my hand, and I just ran to the bedroom, like in front of, like a Cartoon Network Bugs Bunny.
Reach and sound effect.
Like that, like I ran, and my dad. I think I didn't even switch off the TV. My dad switched it off, and next morning, no conversation.
Oh, till date?
Never. He never brought it up.
Even as an adult, you've never spoken about it?
No, never.
Shit.
Never. He's never brought it up and he's just let me go. And I think he told my mother because my mother was angry at me the next morning. But she didn't bring it up either. So I don't know why she was angry because I fucked up a lot at 9. So I don't know if this was the only reason.
Maybe your dad didn't tell your mom.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so.
Because dads are like, oh, this would break her heart.
Yeah, exactly. And also I was the second child. She was way closer to me. Is there a masjid nearby? Okay, this is not even a masjid. This is a very weird noise.
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard a female voice coming out of masjid speakers.
I don't even know what the fuck.
Yeah, it's
is it
namaz
5?
time. Yeah.
Oh, then it's masjid only. Correct. Oh,
It must be a kid.
Correct.
Yeah, it
yes,
must be a kid.
correct,
Maulana's son who's subbing in for him.
That's how sure we are that it cannot be a woman. You know what? Anyone but a lady. It has to be. We will get, like, put someone on who doesn't even know namaz. Just
No.
let him go sing.
If anyone's getting offended that we're talking about a religion like that, no, we're talking about women. They don't need loudspeakers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, I'm just kidding.
I know which part is gonna get cut.
That's a Muslim guy's dick.
Yeah. So yeah, so the thing is, that was the time. Like, then I got caught first time. It was fucking hilarious because I saw my dad. He never told anything about it.
And did you do the same routine ever again, like the
No.
BPL TV? No.
Next always was photographing memory. Just take it in your head and then go to the bedroom when everyone is asleep. Just jerk off in darkness.
You know, a very dark thing to say, but until I made a lot of like girlfriends and women who actually confided in me about their experience of being in India or living in India as a woman, they've all told me that, okay, you've never seen a man jerking off in public, like a random middle-aged man.
And you always said no.
And I had never
Yeah.
seen until
I know
I was
exactly.
made aware
Yeah.
of it, right? So she was telling me, my wife was telling me that outside her high school, 11th, 12th school, there used to be one man sitting in a TVS champ every day, waiting for the girls to come, and then he would jerk off, finish and get in the TVS 50 and leave. And when I heard the story, the most raw thing that was inside was like, dude, just picture her and go back and go home and think of her and jerk off like a normal person. What is this behavior?
What is this? What do you want? Live action.
Yeah.
That is like, there's so many stories like that. Like guys doing that, like cab drivers,
Yeah, cab
auto
drivers,
guys. I know one of the comics from Bangalore also. She went through that. We were at local and she wanted to, like, we were all done and we were all leaving. So she said bye. I was like, yeah, dude, cool, see you tomorrow. And then we were just leaving and then she stopped an auto and that guy was actually jerking off, looking at her. And she just ran back and she came back and she's like, dude, let me just stay here for a minute. And I asked her, like, I'm like, you know, caring. I'm like, are you okay? Is everything all right? Do you need something? She's like, I'm fine. This happens all the time. I was like, wow, it happens so many times for them to be cool about it.
Desensitized to it,
Yeah, I know. Like, if a female, like a random female just showed me some tits, I will tell the whole world that this happened to me. This happened to me once, not like she showed me some tits or something like that. This was, I finished Just BLR, Brigade Road. I finished on mic. This was late night. So I'm doing 10:30 show or something, okay? So I get done only by 11:30, 11:45. Very late. So, and I'm the last comic.
Okay.
So I finish it up. I'm leaving 12 o'clock. I'm there on the Brigade Road.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just like a 12 o'clock weekend. It's just a alcoholic Maximus. I'm standing there at the signal on my bike. And then just one auto crossed me and went, okay? 3 chicks in that. And one girl was so drunk, okay? She just looked at me like something she said. In a way she said like, will you fuck me? She said that like drunk as fuck, okay? I was so insecure. I'm like, no, she couldn't have said that. Who will look at you and tell that?
Yeah. See, it's very easy to look through me. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Anyone.
But my own insecurity is just yelling out like, and then I looked back also. Empty. It's like 12 o'clock. Nothing. Samsung, that shop is also shut. That opera house next to opposite Brigade. Just me, okay? She's taking that left and this drunk chick just looking at me and I'm like, bro, I was in shock. I was like, man, I gotta tell people about this. I gotta tell at least Jyoti and Somnath.
That day you needed someone to be like, hey man, are you okay?
Are you okay? Yeah, it was fucking hilarious when she did that. Because it was nothing after that. She didn't stop the auto. She just did nothing. She just moved on. But it's just that so raw alcohol. You're like, you don't even know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's the flip for me. Like, it's the less harmful. My wife came from a very happy family. And her parents are very caring and very nurturing. And my family has trouble with emotions.
Got it.
So every now and then they let me down where I'm like, oh, this happened or what happened. And my parents don't give me the reaction I want or don't apologize. Or my wife can sense that I've been hurt, right? And she's like, are you okay? I'm like, what? This happens all the time. This is nothing new.
That is true. That is true. Our parents are such good gaslighters.
Yeah, perfect.
They're such good guys. Like, I'll tell
They've
something
trained you to develop a thick skin.
Yes. I'll be like, what the fuck? I was so bad. How could you do that to me? How could you do that? Arun ke liye itna bada leke aaya, mere liye bas itna sa leke aaya. They're like, no, we are preparing you for the real world. I'm like, how was this preparing me for the real world? Then why aren't you not preparing him?
Yeah.
Why is he not getting prepared?
He's being prepared to deal with complacency.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, no, we like variety in this family, like, you know. And they would always like, but the thing is, I wouldn't bitch about them so much. Like, they were caring. They were carrying, but they were like those 80s and 90s parents. They came from that school of thought
Yeah.
where they were better than their parents,
Yeah.
but they still had a long way to go. But
Yeah.
they were patting themselves on the back saying that
At
you have
least
no
we're
idea.
not that.
Yeah, exactly. That all parents do. At least you have no idea
Yeah.
what I went through with
Yeah,
my dad.
yeah.
At least I'm not giving you that.
I'm sure we'll say that to our next generation.
Of course. We were like, I don't know what kind of shit I'll say, dude. Hypothetically, what will you tell your kid that would sound like what your dad told you? Do you ever get into that thought?
I mean, I say that to my wife and my nephew also all the time.
What do you say?
My nephew, they took him to watch a World Cup match in a stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And in the stadium, I asked him, okay, tell me who's standing at fine leg. He's like, what is fine leg? I was like, you fucking don't deserve this ticket. In my time, how much my dad had to quiz me before I could prove to him that I was worthy
you're a
of
boomer, bro. You're a boomer.
Yeah, I was like, I had to even, like to my dad, I had to prove that I know enough cricket tactically for him to allow me to play the commentary. Otherwise, watch it on mute.
What?
Yeah, he's like, what's the point? Audio and video both have to go inside your brain and do something.
Oh, your dad was just mean, bro.
No, he pushed me hard, dude.
Yeah, this is mean. What do you mean? Yeah, and the more you watch commentary, you learn. Sometimes you realize that Harsha Bogle or someone says something like, oh, fuck yeah, I never thought of that.
He's like, how would you know whether you're agreeing to them? Like, what they're saying is not gospel. You need to have your own opinion.
But how would you, like, if you have basic information?
No, he would be like, talk to me. What's happening now? Why is that field?
Okay, your dad was alone.
Yeah. Lonely.
It is the most arrogant way to say, hey, talk to me. Your mom doesn't talk to me. Yeah. This is the most like, my dad never did that, but he had his own ways. But I think I get that, what you said, that you have to know so much about cricket for you to get this. Otherwise, you're wasting that ticket. I have felt that about, like, I think music. Sometimes these guys are just hanging out and I'll play some Ilayaraja. And they're like, I don't see Ilayaraja as a good musician. I'm like,
really?
Get up and fucking leave.
Yeah.
I've had that, but I don't know if I'll ever do that with a younger person, because generally younger kids, I'm very forgiving. Something about, like, when I look at younger kids, it's just very forgiving. I'm like, you know what? It's okay, dude. Just chill. Don't worry.
What?
I am sarcastic more. I'm more sarcastic.
Yeah.
Like I think I met Suman's, you know Suman, right?
Yeah.
Suman's daughter I met when I was going to his house for writing, She's 12 years old or something like that, and she was chill. She's chill. And we were playing this game and all this, like, video games and all that stuff. And she made this, like, I need a phone so badly right now. Like, all my friends have phone and my dad's not getting me a phone. And she has this accent.
Yeah.
But the thing is, she does it ironically. She's trying to mimic the US thing.
Yeah.
And she does it so much, I don't know which is real.
Yeah, of course.
She's like, Dad, come on, Dad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I look at her and I'm like, you know what? It's fine, dude. This is you.
Yeah.
This is a new generation, and I'm old now. I'm done.
Yeah. I get it.
I get it totally. And I'm not. And I look at Suman. He's like, dude, I'm not gonna get her a phone.
Yeah.
And then last month he got her a phone. He was like, he got her a very good phone and all. I was like, good for it. Then she took a photograph. She showed it to me. I was like, have fun, enjoy. For that whole feeling of never, like, you know what? I got my first phone when I was 18, and it was a shitty Nokia phone.
No.
Yeah, that you don't feel like talking about that, no?
No, not like that. But what I.
No, I'm not saying you would do that. I'm saying talking like that is very.
Yeah. That's very. It's
uncle. It's
going,
very uncle.
Yeah, knowing what you know today, you can't take this knowledge and apply it to 30 years piche ka situation and compare it to this guy's situation.
Exactly.
And my problem is that I don't know how to talk to kids these days, because there are only two types. There's no average kid.
What do you mean?
Either there is the smart who uses the internet really well, knows everything, plays one sport, does everything, good at art, chill guy who can crack jokes, or the other kid is like nothing.
God, Jesus. Yeah. I don't know either of these kids, man.
No, I see some kids who talk like they're younger, and I see kids that talk like older than their age. But no,
give me an example.
Like a 12-year-old will be like, yeah, that's cool, no problem. Yeah, I played basketball with this 12-year-old kid.
Yeah, he whooped your ass.
Yeah, whooped my ass. And I was like, hey, and I got competitive. So a couple of times I think I fouled him. So I was like, hey, you can call foul. He's like, no, it's okay. I don't call fouls. This is good practice. Don't worry. I'm like, whoa.
This is Adam Sandler from Longest Yard. He did that like.
Not calling fouls.
Not calling fouls. That's fine. That's cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, here comes the. Have you seen the movie Longest Yard?
Nice movie.
That's a very funny movie.
I mean, it's a very.
It's a remake. That's a remake, right? 60s.
The Adam Sandler one when I was in first year engineering, it was on every hostelite's laptop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah. It's like
because the Great Khali,
Great Khali was there, Stone Cold
was there.
Goldberg was
Goldberg,
there.
Everybody was there. Goldberg is that did the penis joke, no?
Yeah.
Elbow guard, they gave him
Yeah,
like this is your L guard. Yeah. But yeah, I would never do that to a kid because like I understand that, dude. Because kids are way smarter. Now it's at least they're
way more like what you thought you knew at that age, they definitely know more.
Yeah, exactly. They're way smarter. They know way more shit, and not just like they know even sexually.
Yeah.
They know
We were illiterate.
We were illiterate. These fuckers know so much shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus, what the fuck, dude? You'll get AIDS when you're 21 or what? What the fuck is wrong with you? And then like I see these kids and I'm like, okay, you know what? I am way. It's good to accept defeat.
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
I'm lost.
Yeah.
You won. You know what?
I will view your generation as an outsider, not as someone.
As someone who I wouldn't try to come and be like we had better.
No.
Because I know my childhood, it wasn't that great. Like there were bits and pieces where it was very fun.
Yeah.
But it's like the same for them. They have their own. Like for example, okay, my friend stays in this apartment complex. Not you, the other guy.
Yeah.
Huge ass apartment complex. Kids have their own basketball court. They have their own badminton, swimming pool, everything.
Yeah.
And it's like a proper complex. Nobody from outside comes in. And I'm like, these kids are playing together, we'll be friends. It's nice. I'm like, okay, this is better. No, I'm like, no, I was in army. We had the same feeling.
Yeah.
It was just our campuses were like 10 times your size.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all. That's it. Still nobody could come in. No civilians.
Correct.
No army kid ever got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Never of those things happened. It's same, but it's just like I understand. One thing that I noticed is they want to play lesser than us. Physical.
They want to play physically less. Yeah.
Physically less because
sports don't.
Excite them that much.
Yeah.
It's more video games and Facebook and all. I'm not Facebook. Sorry, Snapchat.
In general, hanging around with their phones and sitting by some steps. That's what I see kids doing these days. They hang around in groups and they like riff.
It's always whenever I see them, it looks like post-match. Like post-match athlete chilling.
Team meeting.
Yeah, it looks like that. Like there is a basketball just rolling slowly.
Oh my god, so perfect.
Yeah, and
I saw that last night, dude.
They're just sitting, and I'm like, okay, why are you on the court? Why can I see you on the court?
And there's one girl their age they're trying to impress who's hanging around with them.
That I never try to notice because it's so funny. Because no matter how much information you can get, you can be better at sports. You can be better at like that one aspect. That you have to do to learn. You have to go through that failure. And that whole insecurity that you have to face talking to a girl. That no pawn can teach you. So that I've seen kids still being losers. There are very few kids who are good. Now, what is the big... I've seen the kid, okay? He'll talk about Ronaldo, Messi. He'll have that fucking jersey, Jude Bellingham. So cool. He's romantic. He'll pull the hair and run. I'm like, it's not changed till now.
Totally.
That is one thing is common from 60s. How do I tell I like her? I'll pull her hair and I'll pony and run away.
But one good thing they have going for them is they can send each other stickers on the phone, GIFs.
Okay.
They can share reels with each other.
But that's what I'm saying. No, when you're not good at flirting, the more you talk, the bad it is.
Yeah.
So,
but for us, that outlet was not there. You can't, like today, if you and I are same age group, I can send you an Instagram reel, be like, you'll
got it. Understood. Yeah, I think technology is more helpful. For them. Got it. Understood.
Because
fair enough.
The first time I was made to sit next to a girl in class.
Oh, you thought it was your worst day, right?
I don't, for like first 4 or 5 periods, I was just like, I was trying so hard not to look because I wanted to be the nice guy who doesn't look. Yeah. And then I'm just talking like this. I'm trying. It took me 3 days to actually be like, what's the time? I just wanted to say something directly to her. Once that ice was broken, okay, it was easy.
That's same here. I think the first time I was made to sit next to a girl, it was funny because I was so conscious that I don't want her to call me a creep or something like, So like we were sitting and writing and these are like...
Extra hand.
So like I'm keeping my hand like this and... She was wearing skirt, so she did this. That to sit properly.
You automatically assume it's because of you.
No. I mean...
No. I used to.
Fair enough. Yeah. But what I was trying to come, that is actually good too. How come I didn't think of it? But the funny thing was, when you do this, your shoulders move, right?
And you end up
her shoulders brushed my shoulder and like the 80s hero.
तवा इतना गरम है.
Like immediately just, you just went like that, and then like the teacher became little dub, like you know, and immediately that moment come, you're like, huh. And I was not even hitting on that girl.
Yeah.
It was just a feminine touch.
And the whole day in your mind, you're just a better person because you've come in contact with a girl. And next day, you're just walking, it's like, chicks, man.
Chicks,
I
man.
bang them left, right, and center, bro.
Oh, यहाँ condom कहाँ मिलता है?
Condom.
Condom. So like that was to army school also, right? You will like a lot of girls, and it's a little better than Kendriya Vidyalaya in terms of.
Tell me about it. Because
Like-
after our school, we used to take our cycles and go to army public school to look at girls.
Because it is.
Sorry, I was a
no,
very
it's,
cheap
dude, we
person.
were all creep in school. There is no like women. We are not creeps now. Okay.
Yeah. I'm married to a
Yeah.
woman who shouldn't be married to me.
For
Yeah.
6 years,
Yeah,
6, 7.
6 years. Yeah.
Dude, that is like the longest campaign ever.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. I mean, dude, I was I was this guy, dude. I was horny, creepy, but also afraid.
Okay.
So this the holy trinity of failure. Like you can't approach a girl because you're fucking terrified of her, and then you can't even not approach because you're horny. Your dick is talking to you, and you have no sense of flirting. So you're creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Imagine mix all that and going saying like, hi. And the girl is like, I'm like, social studies, not dogi kya?
Oh my god, the face you just made.
I do that. I was damn creepy. I remember some of my school friends, the girls who are still in touch with me, they would vouch for me. Like it took us like 2 months to understand. No, you're not creepy.
Yeah.
You're just weird. This is not you're trying to bang us, but you don't know how to talk to a woman.
Yeah. Initially, there was a big problem for me because like you, only men in the house, older brother, no female energy.
Only women, Ma is there, and we
Yeah.
made her a dude by like 5 years.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
My mom was like the suitcase lifting,
Yeah.
like gunny bag packing.
Yeah,
like, very
exactly.
Hardcore lady.
Hardcore labor.
Yeah. So
She would wake up with a towel on her head.
Yeah.
Like she's gonna carry some now.
Like a coolie.
Yeah. She was that hardcore. So like, dude, I'll tell you one more thing. How it became comfortable with that girls. It's not like I wanted to hit on them or have sex with them. First, once they told like, no, you're like a brother to me. Somehow just became so much easier because I had cousin sisters and I knew how to behave with them. The moment she said like, you're like a brother to me, I became immediately so comfortable. I started doing jokes. I started roasting her, and she was like, okay, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Now he's suddenly being very funny and very nice. And I'm like, because I'm not trying to bang you. I'm like, you're like a sister to me.
Yeah.
And she's like, dude, you're hilarious. I'm like, fuck, I can't tell this. That every guy's problem.
Yeah. How many knots did you tie in this Rakhi? No, for me, it was somehow because KV, I'd made the assumption that, and we used to, like intuitions and all, APS and KV kids.
They used to meet and all that stuff.
And they all talk in like very comfortable, like English is very comfortable.
Yeah,
for
army
them.
school English is
Right,
comfortable.
so they're just like, this guy is just, look at him, Maneliya it seems. Where Hindi is just like customary.
Yes.
So, and so in my brain, somehow my idiotic brain made the connection that you can only talk to girls in English. And my English not very hot. So,
bro, this is the universal truth.
yeah, every time I spoke to a girl during school, I fucked up the grammar, always. And then felt bad about it for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
It is not cutted. It is too cut.
Cutted is a fucking hilarious word.
I cutted it from the newspaper and I pasted it.
Bad English was very scary, bro. That was very scary.
Because today, like, think about it as a 25, 26-year-old woman who's working in Bangalore, cosmopolitan city. And if you think you're into a guy and he's a certain type of guy and he opens his mouth, I'm not saying you should know English, but
it's a turn off.
Yeah, it is a turn off.
But I think it's a turn off both genders wise. I think it's a turn off for me also.
100%.
Like I met a girl. She was damn pretty, dude.
Yeah.
Immediately started liking her. But the moment she opened that vocabulary, oh, dude, I didn't know my dick was adjusted to like English.
Yeah.
It was one.
You didn't know your dick was a pipe smoking country club.
Yeah, exactly.
British.
My dick was like.
What did you say, dear?
Yeah. Dude, I swear to God, I don't want to talk about this hypothetical woman in a bad way. Her English was like a fucking pan parag, like,
Yeah.
Arey, no, yaar. What is this?
Oh shit.
And I just went like my asshole clenched. And I'm like, oh shit, no. There is no way.
And I'm not saying that you have to know English. Okay, it's not like that. I'm saying whatever language you speak in, there is a cadence in which you speak, which is nice, and there is a cadence in which you speak, which is not nice. And if you try to do anything unnatural, something that you don't do normally, like it's like me.
That's
trying
what
to
we
talk
did
like,
in college.
Yeah,
I think
it's
we'll
like me trying to talk like Gen Z. I'm like, hey, Riz, man, you shiz, man.
I
And
still
they're like,
don't-
yo, uncle, chal nikal.
Uncle, exactly.
Huh.
I think we did it in college, dude. Hey, bro, what's up, bro? The
Huh.
unnecessary use of bro and dude.
Yeah.
No, dude. What the fuck, dude?
Once I tried that with my college friends, and I was like, oh, a smooth performance. No one found out. Then I went back to smoke cigarettes. I used to go with my school friends. And one bro just slipped out. These are all KV guys. He's like,
Oh,
hey,
hey, bro. Arey, bro, bola bhai.
bro bola, ladki patri, mada mili usko.
Same. So I remember college when I shifted from KV, because 11th and 12th I did KV, until
Same.
then army.
Yeah.
So I went there and it was everybody's talking English.
Yeah.
Or it's like Kannada. Those guys were the localized. They were speaking Kannada. So everyone had to talk in English.
Yeah.
So it just became better that way. And I remember when I started, I was like, I was so lame, dude. I was the kind of guy who would, then they're taking a photograph, I would do this. I would do this.
Yeah.
I would do this. I'm like I'll do this. And I remember, that one. There was so
Thumbnail
fun.
for this video. Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, that
Now it sounds so. You have to jog your muscle memory to
yeah,
even
exactly.
do it.
Like, no, it's okay. Like, dude, even now, so many times, sometimes when fans come and take for photograph, it comes like this. I'm like, I have to do that. And then I caught one young guy who came, who was a fan of mine. He wanted to take a photograph. He did this. And I was like, oh God, the nostalgia.
Yeah.
I was standing next to him and he did like this, like, you know. And now it's just like,
Yeah.
and then the most weirdest was like,
Oh shit. Yeah.
I did that thing once in college, and Noel caught it. One of my college friends, she caught it. So she went through 5 photographs, compiled it, made a collage, and then showed it to everyone. Look at how Anand poses, and everyone want this.
Oh,
The
shit.
way they made fun of me for like next 2 months. After that, no photograph. All the photograph, I'm standing like this.
As Indian as possible. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was damn funny. Just that whole exposure of like when you get exposed to something, you want to copy it so much, right?
Yeah. If initial phase is the honeymoon phase where it's appealing, you want to mirror it.
You want to try everything.
Yeah.
And these guys, because I thought they were cool, and I just want to do everything that they were doing. It just took a shitload of time to understand. Like, no man, you're also fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. Chill, relax. You're fine. You know Tamil music. You're a Hindi guy. You know A.R. Rahman.
Yeah, same.
Done. Just stick to your roots.
So I became the Bollywood expert in this English.
Yeah,
speaking
exactly.
guy. Yeah.
So once I started doing that, more respect. I'm like, hey, dude, Tamil movie and all, don't talk. We have one pullover here.
You've seen this, huh? You've seen
that, huh?
Talapati, huh?
And then they'll be like, wait a minute, hey, call Anand, dude, talk to this guy. And then I'll talk about that. They'll like, understood.
Yeah.
This is my role in this department, in this gang. Just stick to your roles, and I started doing that. I think that was a fun moment.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to
Think of something.
No, I had a premise similar to this that, for example, you try to imitate everything that you think is just cool, right?
Yeah.
Until 11th, 12th standard, I didn't eat non-veg. Okay, I only ate,
What, really?
Yeah, I ate vegetarian food only because I only ate at home.
Got
And
it.
outside
Understood.
I ate with my parents and they were vegetarian. So we
Vegetarian.
only went to pure veg restaurant.
Got it.
And street food is barely non-veg, the kinds that kids go to.
Yeah, of course. It's masala puri, chaat, and all
Chaat,
those stuff.
Yeah,
No.
samosa and all. So then the first time I ate non-veg was at my Muslim best friend's brother's wedding. And there was butter chicken. Right next to butter paneer masala. Okay. They look the same, so I took the butter
The road less taken.
Until then, I'd only heard that the rubbery texture and all of that. But I didn't feel anything. They were like, "Abey, tu sale chicken kha raha hai." I was like, "Acha yaar." And that week, I tried everything. I tried mutton. I tried pork. I tried fish. I went to like North Indian, everything. I ate all kinds of
All
food.
culinary experts.
Now, looking back, I realized that eating non-veg was not enough. I had to talk like a North Indian. No, I had to talk like a non-vegetarian.
Non-vegetarian.
Like just like go to a restaurant, be like, तुम लोग veg कैसे order करते हो यार?
Oh
I
yeah,
can't even
yeah,
imagine,
correct.
man.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Even I did that in college.
Yeah.
Because all my friends were non-vegetarians, so I wanted to be cool.
Huh.
My mother's a vegetarian. We only like a weekly once she'll cook non-veg.
Yeah.
All the other 5 days is veg.
Huh.
And I used to love her sambar. It's not like I hated it.
Yeah.
Her
But in college it'd be like if you cut me, chicken.
yeah.
Bone marrow will come out. Yeah.
Yeah, you had to do all those jokes.
Yeah.
And then go home and eat that sambar with that face. Like,
Yeah. Because when I started eating nicely outside, I was eating like chicken lollipop.
Ah.
And I'd figured out how to eat with the bone,
Yeah.
how to leave nothing behind, which is a new thing for me as a 18-year-old.
Yes.
Right? And then I would go home and be like, Enada sapudra? Tair sadam
Yeah,
is, urga is there.
Manga urga ka?
Maud.
Oh, that mango pickle, tair sadam. You feel like the Sami heroine.
Yeah. Trisha.
Trisha, yeah, exactly. You feel like that. Actually, I want to talk to you about something else. I was like, yeah, I remember this. I slightly realized. I watched Moneyball recently. You seen the movie, right?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Yeah.
Man, I watched that movie. This is like the third time watching that movie.
Did you realize Chris Pratt was in it? Yeah.
I very hard to miss because the last home run scored by him.
Yeah. But at that time he was a nobody.
He was a nobody, and that time the movie was nobody. I think I'm pretty sure once he became Star-Lord, he wouldn't have done that movie.
Yeah, no chance.
Yeah.
No chance.
No, but the thing is, I just realized when I was watching that movie, and I also saw one more documentary called 99. It's a documentary about Manchester United.
Okay.
Is the 1999, the year they won the treble.
Yeah.
The Premier League, FA Cup and Champions League.
Okay.
So which was never done before ever in the history of English football.
English clubs.
English football. So it's a 3-part episode, and I was watching it. I just realized, dude, I am so gay for like sports documentaries and sports movies.
Yeah, me too.
Like it's so annoying. Like I realized, and now I don't even watch. I watch romance. Like I recently watched a rom-com movie, okay, and I was like, okay, this is good, nice. I like what you're saying. But when I was watching Moneyball, and I don't know if you remember the last scene.
Well, remind me.
The last scene is
he goes to the Red Sox stadium.
Red Sox stadium. That is the last to last scene. So this is after that. So basically he's been offered $12.5 million
to move to Boston. Yeah.
That's the highest GM ever.
Yeah.
Highest paid GM ever.
Yeah.
He says no.
Yeah.
And he's at that time, this scene is just thinking, I don't know what to do. And Jonah says, come, I want to show you something. And he takes them to a video room where he's playing one footage of this guy who's a fat dude. Who's taking the strike. And he hits the ball and then he starts running.
Yeah.
He falls down at the thing and he's trying to get back to the thing. Okay, he slipped and fall far. That white thing, I don't know what's that called.
The base,
everything you know. He's
home
trying to come
plate.
back to the base. Home plate, yeah.
No, home plate is where you bat and the other are bases.
Correct. So the first base.
First base.
So he ran, he slipped and he fell off from the base, and the player is standing next, the guy who's taking the ball and then out thing. So he's trying to struggle and come back to the base. And all the others are laughing like, dude, what the fuck? And Brad is like, oh my god, they're laughing at him. And he's like, no, watch. He's like, what happened? They're all laughing. He's about to find out why.
Because the ball has gone out.
He just scored a home run.
Yeah.
And he didn't even realize.
Yeah.
He's just so fat. He's like, I've never done this shit. So of course when I hit, it's not going to go home run. So just run.
Yeah.
And Brad Pitt goes like, how can you not be romantic about baseball?
Yeah.
And the whole movie is opposite that.
Yeah.
The whole context of the movie is like, fuck romance.
Yeah. Fuck romance.
Stats.
Hardcore numbers.
Yeah. But they ended the movie like that. How can you not be romantic about baseball? And I'm like, bro, I had a hard on. I swear to God, I wasn't.
How can you not be romantic about good filmmaking?
Exactly. I was like, ugh. That movie is so well made.
Yeah.
And there are like scenes to show rage. They have not actually shown him do like punch a wall or nothing like that. There's just one. He's telling the coach to play this guy according to the number thing. But the coach is like, fuck you.
This goes against everything that I have done for so many years.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm not going to let him play. And then they lose the 4 matches in a trot.
So Brad Pitt just trades those players that he wants to play.
Before that, okay? Yeah. So like, until the 4th or 5th match, he's asking, please.
Yeah.
4th match, he doesn't do it. So just how they show it in filmmaking is so visual. No dialogues, no fighting with him or nothing. Just a photo of the hallway. There are 2 people standing. From one door, a chair comes flying. Hits the wall, falls down, a scene cut. How can you show a guy is pissed more than that? The Brad Pitt is not even there in the scene. So well shot. Like that's how I started appreciating scenes. Like so visually.
Yeah.
How I was thinking like him going to the coach, holding his collar or something.
Yeah.
Some sort of rage.
Yeah.
Just that thing is he's watching the game. They lose again. He just goes. And next scene cut. A chair goes flying and hits.
And that's it. That's the end of it.
That scene is end. That's it. And the next scene is he sells those players.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was watching this like 99, dude. I was watching it. And I'm like, I don't know if you're a football buff.
Yeah, a little bit.
Little
Used
bit.
to be. Yeah.
So 99 is so iconic for Man U fans. I used to think I was not that much into. I was not into like the innate things about the what happened. What was this guy's mindset when before that match? All that shit. I don't care. I'm like, okay, match mein ye hua. That's it.
Yeah.
But this is a 3-part episode where every episode is first is a Premier League final, second FA Cup final, third is Champions League final, how they won it.
Wow.
Which is like 10 days apart. So in 10 days they won the 3 finals.
And remind me who are in the team right now, like Giggs, Ferdinand.
No, not Ferdinand. This is 99.
99,
So
okay.
Giggs is just a young guy.
Young guy, yeah.
Giggs is a kid. Giggs is a new guy. So Giggs is the Beckham, Gary
Scholes.
Neville, Paul Scholes, Phil Neville.
Neville,
Canton has just left.
Barthez is the
Barthez
keeper.
is not come yet.
Oh, not come
Barthez
yet.
is Peter Schmeichel.
Oh, Peter Schmeichel, okay.
The legendary Man U. Barthez is after that. And after that is Van der Sar.
Yeah.
So Peter Schmeichel is the goalkeeper who it's his last season. In the middle of the season he's announced retirement.
Right, okay.
So what happened is Eric Cantona left. And 2 of very good Man U players also left at that time for Paul Ince or something.
Yeah.
And one more guy. They left for some club in Italy. So literally Man U had no players.
Eric Cantona also legendary.
He also left.
United.
Yeah, legendary United legend.
Yeah.
So he also left. So this 99 Ferguson doesn't know what to do. So he just played with his youngest players who are just come out of the academy, which is Beckham, Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, Gary Neville, Phil Neville. 5 players. Yeah. And their first match against Aston Villa in the league, they get hammered 3-1. And commentators, the most iconic sentence was said in that after post-match. You can't win with young kids. That thing was said and Phil Neville are now talking about it. That stayed with us. That stayed.
Oh, that's like Michael Jordan saying,
yeah,
I took that personally. Yeah.
You can't win with young kids. And Alex Ferguson came into the dressing room just yelling at them. No, you can do it. Fucking I believe in you. Why the fuck you can't believe in? And then slowly the team started becoming. Yeah. And they ended up winning the 3.
Yeah. The holy trifecta.
The holy trifecta they won, and it was never been done before, like something like that. I watched like 2 episodes of it. I swear to God, I just started realizing that, man, I love sports documentaries so much. Yeah. Like it's unhealthy how much men love sports documentaries. Yeah.
Dude, during was it during first wave of COVID when Last Dance had just come out?
Yeah, oh dude, how we waited for every episode.
Dude, first I didn't know such a series was coming, and it popped up on my Netflix thing directly. That morning I had heard Andrew Schultz's, back then I'd still listened to Fragrant. Andrew Schultz podcast. He was talking about how he had to arrange an entire evening with his future in-laws just so that he can go home for the live cable TV airing of the first episode of Last Dance.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, it showed up. I'm like, oh shit, it's on Netflix for Indian viewers. So and in one go they had released 2 episodes.
2 episodes, yeah, I know.
Dude, when the second episode was coming to an end and I knew there isn't a third episode, I was like, please don't end. I'm gonna pause this.
Oh, dude, it was like so much good. I remember I waited until the 6 episodes came out. Because, no. Actually, I also watched. Started from the third. I couldn't wait. Yeah. No, I saw it when the 3.
Oh, so you watched 3 together.
3 together, and then the next all I had to wait for like one week. Bro, some of the episodes, the way I was like, man, who is this guy? What is this team? Yeah. What a team that they assembled, and I was like going crazy for Last Dance. Yeah. And also like, you understand so much about the history. Yeah. Like
the what's happening in the country at that time.
What is going on? What is the morale in the team? The fight with the manager, like the general manager and the owner. Yeah. They're like, next year we're gonna change the team no matter what. And
Phil Jackson and that owner.
That guy, and so that guy had fought with Jordan also. Yeah. They're like, a player is not bigger than the team, and then after that they've never won. So it shows. But I'm just saying, Last Dance is one of my favorite. The way, dude, Americans know how to make
sports documentaries.
So that you can't deny that.
Dude, you asked me, right, how come I follow American football?
The Patriots NFL. One.
There is one documentary that my cousin made me watch on YouTube. All those cut clips, 5 minutes at once. And I didn't have YouTube Premium and ads would come. I literally wanted to take the computer and throw it away. I'm like, fuck, what happened next?
Yeah.
When the 30-second ad was coming.
Yeah, I know, I understand.
It's a simple story of Tom Brady getting drafted 199th in the yearly draft option. And he's getting drafted as fourth quarterback of a failing team called New England Patriots. And 6 people who were not as good as them running into the college competition got picked before him, got bigger contracts, bigger celebrities. And the entire documentary is called The Brady Six. The 6 people who got picked before him and Brady, where are they now? One guy is a pig farmer. One guy is a commentator. One guy teaches football to high school kids. Yeah, one guy is nowhere to be seen. One guy didn't want to talk to the camera crews.
Wow.
And Brady had by that documentary had won 4 Super Bowls.
Oh.
Yeah. And
that must hurt, no?
dude, that is it hurt him so much. Brady cries about it. It's like, you have no idea as an athlete how bad it feels to be picked second last out of 200 people.
Yeah.
He like, that became my identity. I only lived to prove everyone wrong. Then he reads the scouts who had gone out. They read the initial description they'd given about him. Lanky, not fast, not well built, doesn't move, bad decision making, won't amount to anything or something like that.
Oh my God.
And they make the same guys who wrote that, same scouts, read it for the documentary for the camera. And Brady just reacts to it. Yeah, he's like...
That is such a cocky...
Yeah.
But that's a victory lap. I would count it as a victory lap.
Take it. I mean, you took all the shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm not against it. But it's more like a victory lap. You know what? He deserves it, dude.
Yeah.
He proved himself. He deserves it right now. That is true. Like, sometimes when I notice all that those are the people who will do shit like this.
Yeah.
You know, people like us will be like, we won't achieve anything. Even if we achieve, arey nahi, chodo na, koi baat nahi. It's in the past.
No, like, we won't be like, damn right, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We are not those people. So that's why he deserves all the accolades that he's getting.
Yeah.
It's like he's done it to deserve it.
Yeah.
I can't believe I said the word accolades and I got so scared. I can't believe how you didn't address it. I was like,
I didn't want to say anything because I already put out the sketch.
I thought you were like, dude, you said accolade. I'm like, oh shit.
You deserve, unbeknownst to you, that vocabulary was in your subconscious.
It was.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just like, that whole thing about sports documentary, I'm like starting to lose my shit over it. Like nowadays, I'm watching movies. I'm watching like podcasts, which is like the main thing, which is like beginning to annoy me now.
Yeah.
And because I'm like, okay, I need some distraction.
Yeah.
And that's why I started watching 99. They released yesterday.
Okay.
On Prime.
Okay.
Check it out. It's
I'll watch
very
it.
good. It's
100%.
like I'm not talking like a Manu fan.
Yeah.
There are in parts where it's a bit cheesy.
But as a sports fan, it'll be a good...
Yeah, exactly.
Fun
So
watch.
in middle, I saw some parts. I'm like, okay, if someone who's not a Manu fan watches this, he might say it's still cheesy. Like there is this one shot where Phil Neville talks to the camera. Is like, I was ready to die for that fucker. I'm like, okay, cool, got it, but understand. But if you know Alex Ferguson, you will be like, you know what he's saying is correct.
Yeah.
But if you don't know who Alex Ferguson is, you don't know what the kind of person is like. Why is he talking like that about him?
Yeah.
He's just a coach.
Yeah.
So I understand. It's for fans.
Understood.
These 3 episodes are for fans.
Understood.
Very well made. And about there was a lot of crisis in Man U at that time. 1999. So 98 Arsenal had won the league.
Yeah.
And they were called the Invincibles. Now, I mean, not until now. They were one of the best teams in the English Premier League.
Yeah, even until like 2003, 2004.
2002, 2003.
Yeah.
Once Ronaldo came, it all changed.
Yeah, it all changed.
Ronaldo came in 2003-04, and I think after that Arsenal couldn't.
So that team, right? Pires, Patrick Vieira, Henry,
Nicolas Anelka.
Yeah. Before
Bergkamp.
that, Bergkamp. Yeah.
No, Bergkamp also.
Oh, Bergkamp was there till 2004. I
4.
think.
He was there till 2004. So 98 is so that is the best team. So that year Arsenal did the double.
Oh, they didn't win the Champions League.
They didn't win the Champions League. They did the FA Cup and they won this one. And before the season starts, the previous league, first and second team play. It's called a Charity Shield.
Okay.
Which is like a friendly, but when Arsenal and Man U are playing, it's never a friendly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like hostility, fights and all this. So it's called a charity match. And they beat Man U 3-0. And this is just before the season starts.
Start of the regular season.
Start of the season. So it kind of sets the tone. So when Man U lost this, they were like, dude, I don't see Man U come. The commentators are telling.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see Man U finishing. I hope it's be good if they finish in the first half.
Oh, wow.
First top 10, like that they're saying. So that whole setup is very nicely shown.
Yeah, okay.
Check it out, it's very nice.
There's another great sports documentary, a recommendation if you want to check it out. It's called The Winning Time. It's about Reggie Miller, the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, the Last Dance, 4th episode or something. That's about him and...
That's about him and Jordan. But this documentary is fully about Reggie Miller because he went to Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, I know.
Which at that time was a nothing team. And how he, in an era of superstars, how he remained relevant and how he remained a threat to everyone.
Yeah.
That's the documentary.
That 4th episode, I think Pacers and him only have the toughest time.
Yeah.
I agree, Detroit Pistons were way more physical.
Yeah.
The episode Pistons were way more physical.
But this was a high-scoring team.
And both teams were like scoring high. Miller was scoring threes after threes.
Yeah.
And I think that's when I watched, I'm like, dude, this Miller is really good.
Yeah. In that documentary, they show the rivalry between the Knicks and the Pacers, which was a big rivalry at the time when Patrick Ewing and who's that? Yeah, Patrick Ewing, the New York Knicks legend, but he's not known because they didn't win anything.
Yeah, got it, of course. No, I think when I was watching basketball in school and college, I was fan of Houston Rockets. Cleveland, everybody was a fan of Cleveland because of LeBron.
Yeah.
When I started, like Cleveland Cavaliers. And I think Lakers are doing very good because Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
So Lakers are doing very, very good.
Yeah.
And then Houston Rockets had Tracy McGrady.
I don't know.
So this guy was their main player, Tracy McGrady, and he was also very good. And I think there is this guy called Steve Nash. I forgot which team he used to play for. He's this short guy. I mean, not short, like compared to the other NBA players short. Like a white guy was one of the best passers. So I used to watch because I used to play basketball and my height. These are the players I used to look for, like Jason Kidd.
Oh, Knicks had John Starks at
John
that time.
Stark and Chris Paul.
Chris Paul,
Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
All these little shorter.
Steve Kerr.
All these guys. So I used to watch all these guys to understand how to pass, how to move the game around. So that's how I got into basketball, and that's why I love the documentary. This guy, dude, Michael Jordan's winning shot, but not by him, passing it to someone else. Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
So the speech, the most famous speech,
like,
Jordan's like, oh, fine, I got to do this all the time.
Yeah.
He said that, they looked at me. So I understood that so well that they played the simplest flip.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, 2 players are going to come on me.
And that too, him being this guy who always got overshadowed, he was not ready for Jordan to say that to him.
And that is very funny.
Like, don't worry, Mike, I got it. He's like, just be cool, just be cool.
And Jordan just looks at him and just like looks away.
Yeah.
And this guy like, oh fuck, I'm talking loudly. Everyone. That is so funny. He's a coach now, I think.
He's a coach of Golden Gate Warriors.
Oh, acha, yeah, correct. I saw him somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah,
he does press conferences with Curry now.
Curry, of course. Yeah, I know. He's the main player now.
Yeah.
So I remember that small clip was so funny. Jordan's like, you're gonna get the thing, and he's like, don't worry, bro, I got this. That was so funny. Jordan just looks at him and just looks away. And he explains it because Jordan used to be cameras being on him all the time.
Yeah.
I am not.
Yeah.
I just happened to sit next to him.
Oh, yeah, good point.
He says that I didn't know, and then I looked up, there was a camera right in my face. I'm like, oh shit, no. It was damn funny, that whole.
Yeah, because Jordan was aware of where the camera was and he was drinking from the Gatorade glass. Like, it's gonna come to you, Steve.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna tell you.
Like, don't worry, Mike. I won't let you down. I will marry your sister.
Yeah, it's so funny. And then the last speech at the victory is also very good. It's like
amazing.
Very funny speech.
Yeah, he's like, that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. I think we're done, no? 1 hour, 3 minutes. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I think we should wrap it up. Yeah, sports podcasts sports documentaries make me gay. I think we should leave it at that.
One recommendation, because you said you're tired of podcasts and sports documentaries are not so frequent. Good ones don't come out that often. I watched this YouTube channel called Green Dot Aviation, where it is this guy who's narrating, who knows a lot about aircraft and has researched these crashes or incidents that have happened using the logbook of the plane and
black box
and stuff. So it's just him narrating. It was a cold morning on the 12th of October.
How is this a sports documentary?
Yeah, no, it's not. I'm saying because sports documentaries don't come that often.
Oh, you're saying it's because podcasts are boring. Achha. Green Dot Aviation.
Green Dot Aviation is like...
He's trying to make it funny.
No, he's just talking about a crash and how pilots... Okay, this is not for you. Don't watch it.
No. I'm like, no. Sell it. Sell it. Don't give up midway.
So it's not comedy. It's not sports. It's not anything. if you like quick thinking, logical thinking, problem
Got
solving,
it. Got
in
it.
the air,
Understood. Understood.
180 lives at stake.
Got it. Understood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, what
What
do
was
you
the
do?
pilot thinking? What is everyone
one
thinking?
engine is not working.
Got it.
One is
Understood.
what do
It's
you
like
do?
that Nat Geo had that show, right?
Worst plane crashes.
No. The investigation. It was the word investigation was there.
Plane crash investigation.
Plane crash investigation or
Yeah.
something. My brother was a crazy fan of that. He used to watch it.
This one is just a 15-minute one guy sitting in his.
Ah.
There is
That had a
animation.
lot of graphic recreation, what happened and all that stuff.
This also has it, but
Very little.
but it's like all stock footage playing while he's explaining to you
Got it,
what's happening.
understood.
So that's where that word got etched in my memory. There's like all these holiday makers and Americans on this flight, on this plane, were happily enjoying the first takeoff. But unbeknownst to them, there was an engine fire brewing underneath.
Got it.
So that's how
You
he
got the word.
narrates it.
Yeah, that's how you learn the word.
Yeah, it's 15 minutes. One quick incident is done.
Green Dot Aviation.
Yeah, Green Dot.
I'll check that out. Yes, I will check it out. Chalo, let's wrap up this podcast.
Yeah.
Cool.
We've
Good
done-
to go. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week soon. Bye. My name is Anand.
I'm Aditya Natrajan. This is the Elephant Room Podcast. Bye bye.
Bye.